I cannot beatbox. I don't even know if this is on yet. I cannot beatbox. I don't know what I was doing for whether I was even being recorded on that, but just wait for some people to get in. Maybe they don't come in. I don't know. I've had like streams before where people don't come in. It's really depressing. But I mean, well, we're just gonna have to wait and see. What's up, AJ, RX, Armando? What's up? Hey everybody, just hey, how y'all doing? Relaxed Monday streaming session. Probably won't go on for too long. I need to. I have some really good ideas after that last one, that last episode of Dragon Ball Super. What's up, Alex? I have some ideas I want to be putting out this week, so I hope you guys enjoy that stuff. Plus, for anyone who's interested, I've actually. It says like nobody's watching. Is everyone just like coming in and commenting? Put us all in here. No shows. What's up, real? Guys, yeah, it's not showing like a couple people in here. That's great. Thanks for coming in, guys. This was completely unplanned. I don't know if Alex is still in here, but I might take a cue from him. He's been doing a ton. By the way, go check out Alex over at Flicks and Movies. Guy makes some fun content, but he's been doing a ton of live streams recently. It's like one a day, and it seems like if he's still in here, I don't know if he's still in here, but he's taking my advice, like, you know, put more content out there, and that's what he's comfortable with. So, you know, more power to him. But with that being said, oh no, I do not have a Discord. Yeah, like that last episode 125, gave me so many ideas for this, you know, this show or this week, you know, and I want to get them out there. So I'll probably end up doing like one or two of those tonight, so you guys can expect some fun discussions this week. But I spent, I spent this last night. I have another friend. If you follow my community tab on the phone, you guys see like what I post on there sometimes. I have a friend. He's a good friend from high school, and him and I stayed up for like 2 hours last night working on a project for you guys, and we hope you like it. It's gonna be one of the best things, at least in my opinion. If it does end up, I'm not promising anything right now, but if it does end up getting uploaded, it'd be like one of the best things that I put together on here. I think definitely takes a lot of time and energy putting that stuff together. And it's going to be super different. It's not a discussion. It's not a pitch. It's not anything else like that. So I hope you guys like it. And if you guys respond to it and the greater community responds to it, especially since Super's ending, you know, you're going to want people I know, you're going to want something content-wise. I don't want to entirely give up Dragon Ball, but I guess it's impossible that I give up Dragon Ball just a smidge. Like, you know, not do it like every day, but or maybe not even post every day after a certain point during this year. But the stuff that I do post, if I slow down, is going to be top-notch quality that you haven't seen from this channel before, and I'm really excited about that. I mean, we got the webcam going. I'm putting a little bit more work into my videos, taking people's advice to, you know, try to keep people interested and engaged, and also trying to figure out these pitches a little bit more, and Dragon Ball related stuff, probably focus a lot more on my other channels as well. So it's interesting. I cannot wait for you guys to see what I have in store, and I can't wait to put it out there for you. I hope you guys like it. And girls, guys and girls. Okay. So I'm looking at, let me go through the chat. It's not going fast right now. We don't got a lot of people in here. That's fine. I wasn't really expecting a ton of people today. You know, it's kind of late at night. It's a Monday. It's still January. January's been a real down month for everyone. So, yeah, guys, like, what is there to talk about? Let's see. It's been a while since I watched you. Nice to hear your voice. Oh, thank you. Hit still in the tournament. His clone was eliminated. I just don't believe that at all. I mean, I would love my boy Hit to come in, but if Hit was still in the tournament, I would imagine he would have helped Goku and Vegeta at this point. Gosh, that would have been awesome, guys. Who would have loved to see Goku, Vegeta, and Hit versus Jiren and Toppo? Awesome. Just awesome. What's up, Real? What's up? What's up, Admiral? LOL. Do you have a Discord? I do not have a Discord. No, Hit was eliminated. Clone half cousin. His clone's half cousin is still in. How's your day, bro? My day has been long. I have a weird schedule at this point. Let's see. Looking forward for the talk about God of Destruction Toppo. Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about with Toppo this week. I mean, that last episode was somewhat shocking and interesting, and I think there's a lot of stuff that we need to talk about from those. So do expect to see lots of discussions on Toppo this week. Gohan's clone still in the tournament. No, thank you. Frieza got wrecked, but he's still going to come back all nuts. I just know it. I agree. I think Frieza, they didn't eliminate him for a reason, and I was really happy to see that because you just know he has to be important some way. They wouldn't have brought him back. So, yeah, I just imagine 17 getting out sometime soon and Vegeta getting out sometime soon and Goku and Frieza being the last two competitors against Jiren. I just think that's what they showed us Dragon Ball Heroes a long time ago. It just seems the most realistic possibility for this situation. Let's see. Top 5 Dragon Ball characters everyone likes. Top 5 Dragon Ball characters everyone likes. That would have to be Goku, Gohan, Frieza, Trunks, and Broly. I mean, the vast majority of the fan base likes those 5 people. I mean, I would like, even if like only just like one portion of them likes just one of those characters, that's pretty much the entire fan base. If I had to pick 5 people that I liked, I would actually say I like Goten, Hit, Bulma. Bulma's definitely one of my top 5. I like Gohan and I like Vegeta. Those are my 5. Those are the best 5 I think in the series. Piccolo's pretty cool too. It is close. To me, it's close between Piccolo and Vegeta, but I think Vegeta just really, it's not very close, but it's close. You know, if that makes sense. What's up? Sorry, I'm gonna do my best to go through these. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at, but hopefully you guys get your questions answered if you want. By the way, thanks for everybody who's coming out right now. We got around 30 people in here. That's way more than I was expecting for today, guys, especially after the day I've had. So I hope everyone is having fun. Just stay with me. If I don't answer your question, you can always repost it. But if I do answer it and you just don't hear it, then I'm probably going to skip it. So yeah, okay. Let's see. Ben R, I'm waiting for Piccolo to finally defeat Jiren. That is his clone. Oh, why is enough with Easy Legend. Enough with the clone stuff. I hurt my toe in jiu-jitsu like 2 weeks ago. It still hurts. Ouch. Did you break it? Sprain it? Fracture? What happened? Gohan still has a clone. Oh my god, no. Please, people, stop with the clones. How strong is Toppo compared to other gods? I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that he can't compete with people like Beerus. Probably, like, he can't compete with anyone besides Belmont. But a lot of people would argue that Belmont's one of the stronger people in the tournament power. But even if, I would say he's still just like a quote unquote student, and he's just kind of releasing that power for the first time. I don't know about you guys. I just kind of felt like that was it for him, right? That was like him making his decision where he's finally transitioned and awoken this power. It's like for Jiren, it's no going back, which is weird. I didn't think that was gonna, like, was he up against that big of a foe that he had to be like, no turning back now? Like, was he really that weak in comparison to Frieza and 17? At least in that form, because that puts 17 over like tremendously. Unless he's just annoyed. I think it could be that he's just annoyed. Like, he's annoyed that they have so many people left in the ring, and and they've already lost so much. I don't think they ever expected it to be this hard, which is weird because he knew how strong Goku was in a pinch, and obviously maybe he just thought like Goku was that strong, but he was watching that whole tournament and he saw that Boo completely devastated everyone who was the I can't remember, the Fox from Universe 9 that he fought. He saw that, and then he saw Gohan win under ridiculous circumstances, and then Goku came in and he not only won against Universe 9, but then he also had a good fight against Toppo. I don't know what he was expecting at all. It's weird. Let's see. Here we go. In order from the top 5. Piccolo, Vegeta, Gohan, Roshi, Present Trunks. Present Trunks, huh? I just can't ever get ahead. I can't get my head around Present Trunks. I don't like him very much. It's just me. Where's MJ? I don't know. I wanted to do videos with him last night, but he was too busy. So maybe I'll get in touch with him later tonight, but I don't expect him to come into the stream. Anything is possible, though. Excuse me. Can't wait for the new content you're talking about. Oh, you guys, I am so excited about this. I already went on a brief aside, but I know people are coming in still. I am putting together some really fun content. Like when I say I am, like I spent like 2 hours last night with a friend of mine coming up with something and putting something together. And now like the ball's in his court now, because I kind of did my part for right now, but I'm still going to have to take like what he gives me and make the video. And it's nothing that I've ever done before. And it's something that I've always wanted to do on this platform. One of the things, for anyone who has a channel or wants a channel or is thinking about maybe, or, whatever, figure out a way to do the stuff that you like to watch or see, or would you think that you can offer. And I'm not very good at this stuff, but he is, and it's something I've always wanted to do. So we decided to work together because he's trying to build his audience, and I thought maybe if I can get him to do what he loves doing and kind of focus it to what you guys want to see, or what I think you guys want to see, because what I want to do, which hopefully you guys want to see, it's complicated, but hopefully you guys can go over there and appreciate him for what he does. And it's just this reciprocal effect. But I'm really excited about that. Plus the pitches and other stuff that I'm going to be doing. With Kanji being back, probably bring back the debates. The Suikins are always hopefully coming back, although I can imagine those videos get demonetized immediately, but they're still fun content, and I'm sure people could really grow to like them, because it's just us goofing around, having a ton of fun, and just saying whatever comes to mind, completely unfiltered. That's what I really like. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I get so behind on this, guys. I'm sorry. Merge Zamasu is greater than Jiren, is greater than Toppo, is greater than Vegeta, equals Vegeta. Or is greater than Goku, equal Vegeta. What? Okay. Let's see. All right, Goku's equal to Vegeta. Okay. What do you think of the symbols on Toppo's chest? Could this be the power of that be transferred from him? Maybe when first becoming a god of destruction, power is overwhelming. Someone pointed out that those symbols are the same thing that are on Belmont's little skirt thingy. I don't, his pants. So maybe it's just the god of destruction symbol for Universe 11. Bulma is among my favorite Frieza and Vegeta. I love all three of them. I know you aren't a professional scaler, but Ultra Instinct weaker than SSJSS Kaioken. No, it's not. I mean, punching wise, I would say it might be because it's not focused, but definitely the form itself would not lose, I think, to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I really don't think it would. I think that symbol's the same one as Belmont's. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's what I was saying. No, Ultra Instinct is stronger. Like I said, yeah. I'm catching up, so if I see someone who's already answered your question, I'm just kind of, and I can reaffirm it, or I'll interject. But I do agree with both those sentiments. What do you think Kid Buu can be? Well, wait. What do you think Kid Buu can be good in the Tournament of Power? You mean, can he be good in the Tournament of Power? I think he would be. I mean, yeah, he would, because obviously it would be a stretch, in my opinion, to say that Krillin and Tenshinhan and Roshi are better. Obviously, Roshi was way more conniving and strategy focused, so he was really useful, and I don't think that they could have done it without Roshi. But Tenshinhan, you know what Tenshinhan did, I think Kid Buu could do pretty easily without thinking about it. I think Buu could do pretty easily without ever getting hurt, because he's just... But Buu is not only stamina driven, but he's just indestructible. I mean, just go back to the original part of Dragon Ball Super, and even the movie, A Battle of Gods. Beerus is just wailing on him, and he keeps coming back for it. And he takes out everyone so easily, but Buu just keeps fighting. I mean, he has no chance against Beerus, but indestructible. Like, Buu is just, he cannot be beaten that way. Let's see. Real, keep it real. Keeping it real. Frieza regains consciousness once Jiren and Goku are the only ones left in the ring. I agree with that. Which is kind of... I agree with that, but I have to just kind of take a moment to say I'm not going to be happy with that. Because Frieza hasn't done much. You know, like, he hasn't gotten a major win. And the way this is really playing out, I don't think he's going to get a major win for the tournament. And that's kind of a little disappointing in my opinion. I am thinking Toppo is above Vegeta and Cedra. Oh, okay. Oh, Vermouth and Cedra. I saw VE and I just kind of went for it. Cedra, the rest are on another level. Maybe I can imagine Cedra being the weakest because he wouldn't do his duties, and then Belmont, Vermouth, whatever you want to call him, he might be one of the weaker ones because he is retiring. He might be older than them. I'm not really sure. By the way, is there like a petition or something, or is this just something that comicbooks.com posted? And I don't know why. Maybe because a lot of people hit that website. I look at it every now and then, but my smartphone... like you know, like when you go online, you go on whatever browser you have, and they always have like the suggested posts, like stuff that you would like, and obviously they always throw a lot of Dragon Ball content at my way because like a lot of stuff revolves around Dragon Ball, so they always suggest reading those articles. And they were like, hey, fans of Dragon Ball Super want Mark Hamill to play Belmont or Vermouth. Let's call him Belmont, it's just easier. They want Mark Hamill to play Belmont, and I'm like, oh man, that would be really awesome. I think that would be great. Can you imagine in the English dub just having the freaking Joker voice over Belmont? That would be awesome. I'm waiting to see Frieza. I'm waiting to see Frieza to catch Toppo off guard, and they both get eliminated by Vegeta. I don't know, because I would rather Frieza. Okay. If you have that, I would rather see Goku and Frieza fight Jiren, because that at least has been teased and expressed throughout the whole tournament. If Frieza healing Goku, I don't want to fight Jiren. He's done everything he can not to fight him, and then ultimately Frieza has to fight him, and then he has to fight him with Goku and potentially lose in order to save Goku and make sure that Goku can actually win, so he won't get erased. I like it, but I don't see it happening, and I'd be interested. I would be more interested even if Goku gets eliminated and Vegeta and Frieza have to basically run down the time as Jiren chases them around the map. That would be kind of cool. I would actually appreciate that a little bit more than anything, but I don't see that happening either. So I definitely think Frieza is going to wake up and then have to fight Jiren with Goku after Vegeta's out from taking out Toppo, and then probably Toppo is going to take out 17. Although him not taking out 17 would be kind of a detriment to his character because he doesn't really do anything, but 17 has just been so awesome right now. I don't really want him to get out. We just have to wait and see. It's weird that he keeps throwing around destruction bombs at everyone, though. It's like he wants to get eliminated because maybe he knows they're strong enough to withstand it, but it just seems like kind of a risk, in my opinion. That's just me. Let's see. Frieza. Okay, I'm thinking Toppo is above Vermouth and Cedra. The rest is on another level. I already read that. Oh, man, I already got... Okay, Tournament of Power, but in GT, what characters would you pick? Ooh. Okay, you got Gohan, or Vegeta and Goku Super Saiyan 4. Definitely Majin Buu because he's still OP in that movie, in that show. But it depends on when you set it. So obviously, if Goku and Vegeta are in Super Saiyan 4, then Maju, because Mr. Boo is gone. And then we have Trunks, Goten, Gohan. I guess you have to have Gohan, but he's so weak in that show compared to everyone else. And I can't really remember a lot of other people in that show. I guess if you could resurrect people that are dead, General Goldo or Galdo, or whatever that guy's name is, Real Dough, General Real Dough. Yeah, he would make a lot of sense. Let's see, and then just whoever else. I can't think of like everyone off the top of my head, but those are definitely 7 people that I would like to in there. Moving on. My brother, how are you? I'm good. Toppo destroyed Frieza. For the first time in my life, I felt bad for him. God, that was epic. That was, I say this every week, but I really do mean it. Like, the Tournament of Power has just been good on so many levels. It's just such a pleasure to be watching it every single week. And that's outside of the idea that the show is going to end soon and we're going to have to wait to the movie and everything else like that. Like, if we didn't know the show was ending anytime soon, if we were still blissfully ignorant to that fact, I think we would be so excited for the end. Like, the excitement for the end of the tournament would be like 3 times bigger, because it's still up in the air about like what's going to happen. We'd be asking like, oh, is it going to be generic, or is like Frieza going to win? What is Jiren's wish? All this other stuff that felt like it could matter because they're telling a very long story in a very slow way, and potentially this could be the setup for a huge arc in the future. But no, now it has to end and bookend this thing where it's like, oh man, we didn't get what we wanted. And I think that's one of the main things I dislike about this entire turn of events. I wish I could still be ignorant of Dragon Ball Super going on forever and ever and ever and have to speculate on what's coming next, because it just feels like this is an end game. We said that months ago and we were right. That's just one of the sad things about all of it. Do you think Toppo thinks he has Frieza ringed out? It's possible. I think he might be of the opinion that he doesn't care. It's just so weird. Like, Universe 11 refuses to ring anyone out. It's one of the worst things about them. They have unwielding power, but they're going to lose, and they're going to lose if they don't take action, and yet they're not taking action. It's one of the worst things about their characters. It's convenient. Everything about this is super convenient, because this isn't the first time. Like, Frieza got saved by a plot convenience. Like, he can't get out right now, and then Jiren's done this 3 times already, and they have 6 minutes left. I know it's a lot. It's like an eternity in Dragon Ball time, and especially in the way that they move and the way they act. But I mean, why even risk it? Why not just eliminate him for sure? I don't get it, and it is one of the most annoying things about the show. So no, I don't think he knows, but I don't think he's really paying attention, and I think that's probably going to be his downfall. But no other god of destruction have been seen with any tattoos, glowing symbols. Yeah, but we haven't seen like a god of destruction legitimately use that glower, like, the aura, the destruction aura, the Hakai energy. And plus, this is his last time. This is his first time doing it. This might just be like a transition period for him, because he might have the power of a god of destruction, but that doesn't mean that he is the god of destruction, if you know what I mean. That's the way I interpret it, at least. I could be wrong there. Okay, Real. If Universe 7 wins, do you think Frieza will try to steal the wish for himself? And what will he try to wish for? It's possible that he'd try to wish for himself. In fact, I could see that being somewhat of a funny situation, considering his whole first attempt with the Dragon Balls, where he couldn't get his wish because he couldn't speak the Namekian. Now he can't speak God language. I don't think Frieza gets the wish, and I think that this situation humbles Frieza. I talked about this with MJ before, and I don't know if he already did a video on it or whether we're going to do a video on it or something, but I'll just briefly mention it. It'd be really cool if Frieza kind of steps away and he walks away. You know, like they win, Goku gets the wish, they bring back Universe 6 or something. Frieza and all of them go back to Capsule Corp. They all say their goodbyes. Fortune Teller Baba comes and it's like, you know, you used so much energy in that fight, even though it was only 48 minutes. It's time to go. And Frieza starts to go with him. And Goku's like, well, you know, Frieza, like we did make that wish. Like, why don't we bring you back in your body? And he's just like, I don't need no. It's like, I don't need help from some stupid monkey. You know, I'll do it myself. You can't keep me down for too long. You know, I came back the last time with no one's help. You know, ignorant Frieza, but it's kind of true. And so he leaves. Goku's like, okay. And this is just like an added-on thing I was thinking about. What if, you know, he offers to gather the Dragon Balls and bring back Frieza. I don't think he ever brought back King Kai, and that's kind of one of the ways they started the show. And if they're going to end it, that would be kind of a good bookend where, like, King Kai gets in touch with Goku. He's like, he's like, bring me back, you ass. So I think that would be really funny. I would actually get behind that, but that's just me. So you see I was swinging someone around in a spider guard. Wasn't watching where I was swinging and banged the big toe on my left foot full force in the radiator and checked the radiator today and it's dented. Nice. That's a powerful kick. Is it a megaton kick? That's what that is. I must have missed the one he had legend. Frieza once said in Dragon Ball Z that he hadn't felt pain very often. In this tournament, with Dispo knocking him around and Toppo smashing him, has been kind of an awesome, even though I love him. You know, when Frieza must have said that, like that must have been before he went up against a Super Saiyan or a Super Saiyan God or any of these other immortal beings or anything, because obviously he's feeling a lot of pain in this series. He's gotten him rocked a lot, and yeah, I think this show has really kind of given us a lot of character development for Frieza. It's been pretty awesome. I got some serious catching up to do on Super. Yes, you do. Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up, M-Town boy for ya? M-Town boy for ya. I think 17's main purpose and role was to help out the teammates when they needed him the most. Another thing I noticed was that 17's main fight were against enemies with animal characteristics. Yeah, that was the whole thing from Universe 2. It's possible. It's definitely possible. I think, Vincent, I think 17's main purpose, and I've done a video about this or two, 17's main purpose is to show us that Oob has potential. I think. I mean, think about everything Super has given us and how they've been building up and talking about Oob in the background this entire time, about someone with great potential. And then they strategically bring back, not really strategically, but they bring back Frieza. Frieza shows that he has all this potential that he never trained, and he was able to get as strong as he has. He's going up against Gods of Destruction, surviving Hakai's. Kid Buu had way more potential, or was in a much better position than Frieza when he was alive, so obviously he never trained, never got stronger. And then they're reaffirming that by showing in the Tournament of Power just how much stronger and more resilient humans can be, especially someone like 17, who had more potential than Frieza, you know, at least stronger than Frieza without training. Now look how far he's gone. He's like one of the last people here. So if Super's done anything, it's reaffirmed that yes, Goku is super strong at the end of Dragon Ball Z, but because of all this logic that they've been building up the entire series, we know that Oob is still someone who's going to excite Goku, because everything you just saw indicates that Oob is going to be a monster. Like Oob, when he's full grown, if you put like the Majub thing from Dragon Ball GT with the super logic, he would just go around and he would freaking bat Jiren around. Like it would just be sad. You know, like there would be no contest, because having trained with Goku for 7, 10 years, probably at this point training with Whis, training with Beerus, everyone else, he'd be a monster. Oh my gosh. That's the thing that's one of the things we're gonna miss out on for Dragon Ball, and it kind of sucks when Super is ending. Do you think Super Boo is an overlooked villain? He's my favorite Boo because he isn't dumb. I really like Boo. I've argued this is one of the very first videos I did why I think the Majin Buu arc is actually my favorite arc. I didn't like it when I was a kid. I felt like it was overstuffed. The Cell games is probably still one of the best arcs of the entire series. Everything leading up to that too. But to me, the Buu arc just felt like everything that was ever promoted to be part of Dragon Ball, at least in Western culture, was affirmed in that arc. You know, Super Saiyans are awesome. Here's a Super Saiyan bargain sale. Like everyone's a Super Saiyan. Everyone and transformations, epic moments. Who's gonna win? Like it's just like there's so much interesting elements and plot points in that arc that gets looked over all the time. I feel like it's incredibly underrated. Plus the whole Great Saiyaman thing. Everyone doesn't like that. It's grown on me. It's one of my favorite things in all of Dragon Ball. It's funny. We definitely needed that light tone after the last arc because the last arc was really dark, and we needed to have some fun with it. Do you think Vegeta can beat Toppo? I definitely think Vegeta can beat Toppo. I think Vegeta is going to go... I mean, I think it's going to be a double elimination, sure, but I think Vegeta is going all out against Toppo. It's going to be... The next episode's going to be savage. I think... I'll say this. I think the next episode, because Vegeta is so popular, it might crash Crunchyroll. People are going to be hyping this episode up all week because it's a big Vegeta episode. He's always a fan favorite, and he's going to take out this guy who could arguably be just as strong as Jiren. I mean, I'm not going to say that, but it's weird. Like the power scaling is so all over the place. Like, is Jiren really stronger than Toppo at this point? Because how strong is Jiren? I mean, is he even trying? And for what reason is he still fighting if he's not trying anymore? Like, I guess he wants a good fight, and this is like a good fight, but geez, like just end it. Like, you're too close to comfort. If I was him, I'd be like, okay, this is done. Like, I didn't even want to be here in the first place. I'm just going to take you all out and get my wish because that's exactly why I came. Why draw it out? But, you know, besides the arrogance of his character, he's definitely just a whole lot like Goku. And I bet he's just fighting just to fight. So that's probably why Universe 7 is probably going to win by default. Just because we can imagine them winning throughout this entire show. But also, they like every single thing, villain or protagonist or antagonist, protagonist, doesn't matter. Dragon Ball, everyone advances, gets stronger, and they win in a certain situation because everyone around them is dumb. Like, it's this idiot, like everyone's an idiot, and they let people fight until they're able to win. And it's like, come on, like so much is at stake here. Just end it if you can. But I digress. This is one of the reasons I don't like Jiren. It's just his character hasn't been fully fleshed out, and that's the problem. Is like we're probably not going to get a fully fleshed out Jiren. So I hope they do. I hope they do at least give us some short monologue or some dialogue between him and Goku or something that makes us realize why he's been fighting the way he is. Maybe he's just looking for that particular challenge, and Goku's it, and he's really interested now. When he thinks that he can totally win or take care of any situation, then he kind of runs into this brick wall that's Goku, who's never going to stop backing down because that's what Goku's character is. And it's like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I that would be great. I just need to know that's exactly who Jiren is. I don't want to have to think that's what Jiren is. Tell me. But I went on a silly rant. Okay. Is it possible everyone is eliminated, but Frieza is still sleeping in the ring so Universe 7 wins? I don't really think so. Dude, like I said earlier, if we didn't know Dragon Ball Super was ending in the next couple of weeks, then I would totally buy that. I would just absolutely totally buy that. It'd be great. I would love to see what Frieza's wish is, if he was the one who was even going to get the wish in the first place, because that could drive us into so many different arcs and so many different situations. But no, I don't think that's happening. I think Frieza's going to wake up and fight Jiren with Goku. Who's the most ruthless villain? Kid Buu is my vote. Yeah, Kid Buu's like just pure evil. Maybe Skinny Buu, like evil Skinny Buu, the gray one. He's no remorse, but he has some intelligence. So like maybe it's just Buu, or maybe it's Janemba. I mean, if you're taking everything into consideration, maybe it's Janemba or Toa, because Toa's in Dragon Ball Online. Toa's a monster. Like Toa just blows up. In Dragon Ball Online, he blows up Namek just for, like, because the Dragon Balls. I think it's been a long time since I read up a whole lot about that game, but yeah, like Toa's a bad guy. All right, sorry to get a drink there. In order: Vegeta, Bardock, Broly, Roshi, Bulma. I guess that's going back to the how far behind am I? Jeez. Let's see. Have you ever done a video with Seth, the programmer? No, I haven't. I haven't even talked to Seth, actually. I think we know who each other are, and I don't want to be presumptuous to say that he knows who I am, but he's decent friends with MJ, and I think he knows who I am through that. But I'm not gonna be presumptuous. I don't think he thinks or cares about me. That's fine. Like, you know, like I say it all the time. He does power scaling stuff, and I'm not good at it, as everyone likes to tell me every time I try to talk about it. But I don't take it as a science. My personal thought is it doesn't matter, and they just want us to simply think that everyone is stronger, at least a challenge, and whether it matters or is consistent at all. So that's just me. I can't wait for more dub version to air. Oh, dude. The Tournament of Power dub is going to be lit. I'm going to be so excited to see that, honestly. I feel like Frieza is going to get up soon. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I remember the advice you gave me a while ago. I'm going to start making videos again. In fact, I uploaded earlier today. Awesome, man. Awesome, Professor Peculiar. That's good. I really think that if you want to make videos, then, you know, just make what you want to make. People will show up, even if they don't. I mean, you'll learn a lot about yourself. I keep saying this, but it's true. You'll learn so much about yourself by just making content that you want to make, and you'll feel more artistic. You feel like, you know, that's worth something, and then people will watch it. Might not be a whole lot of people, but people will watch it, and you're like, oh man, like that's awesome, because they're gonna want to hear your thoughts and opinions on certain things. And it's like, oh, that's cool. That's pretty awesome. Some of the Future Trunks, the Future Trunks dub is awesome. Joey Brown, yeah, I feel like he will get up when he is at least when we're least expecting it. I agree. Do you think Vegeta could give Jiren can give him a good fight? I mean, definitely better than what Goku and Vegeta can right now, fighting the way they are. I still think this is up for Ultra Instinct, and Ultra Instinct's the only thing that can actually beat him, but I do think that Fusion would actually give Jiren a good fight. It's just they intentionally probably just nerfed it in the last arc. I mean, it's just useless. Absolutely useless at this point, which sucks, because I think that was always kind of a cool thing in the back pocket that they could use, but nope, not anymore. And hopefully, if they figure out how to do fusion again, I hope they figure out a third way to do it. It's not that there's like any shortage of ways to fuse, because Dragon Ball just has a lot of different ways to fuse, but let's find a different way that doesn't instantly pull them apart because of how much energy they're putting out. All the main fusion for everything besides Namekians does that, and I'm not a fan of it. Toppo is a monster. Toppo is a monster. He is. Holy crap. Get some likes for the chill stream. Great content, my brother. Oh yeah. Let's see, who's the strongest god of destruction? Beerus. Bro, you're like 30 comments behind. I know. I always get too much on my rants. I'll try to catch up. All right. English or Japanese? I watch Goku versus Hit in English one, and English one for me. Can't go back to Japanese ever again. Japanese is great. The Japanese version is absolutely fantastic. The only thing I ever think that English won for me, nostalgia base, everything, was Battle of Gods, best line in Dragon Ball, best delivery, and everything else. So in Battle of Gods, when he's fighting Beerus, he gets out of his god form and he's going through the cave and going upwards. Nozawa says, don't enjoy destruction or something like that, and she bursts through and they start fighting. But Schimmel's just like, I will not let you destroy my world! And like, that music swells, and it's like, oh my gosh! Oh man, tears in my eyes in the theater, like, oh my god, it's so cool! And God, it was so great. And I have to say, it was like my favorite Dragon Ball moment of all time. Just, I will not let you destroy my world. And like freaking blowing up, Super Saiyan versus Beerus, high in the sky. Cameras going all over the place. You're watching them. It's like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. All right. Do you think Vegeta would wipe the floor with Jiren? No, I don't think he would. Maybe Ultra Instinct will be what SSJ Blue could have been, only pulled out for the last result. No option left. But like pulling it out, like I think he just gets it randomly because he's so exhausted. That's how I think he's been utilizing it. Toppo breaks the ring. Toppo breaking the ring is awesome, but Jiren breaking time is way more impressive. Jiren is stronger than Toppo. Yeah, but I don't know. Like it's just, to me, Jiren just hasn't earned it. Like Toppo, I think, has earned this power up. Like, we know about him. He has a personality. He's obviously had to make a pretty big choice if you take Belmont and Jiren and everyone at their word. So it's really interesting to see him having to grow and make that choice for himself. And I want to see more of it. And I'm annoyed that he's probably going to be out in the next episode. Because I can't just see them building Jiren this whole time without giving him at least a good 2 or 3 episodes to fight Goku, Frieza, and whoever else, right? So maybe we get a lot of awesome things with Jiren in the last couple episodes that really make us shift our minds on him. But I don't know. Toppo, to me, has had a lot more development. You should do more live streams. I wish I could. Like, I'm thinking about maybe trying to do like one live stream a week. I really enjoy doing them, and I'm glad that so many people show up to the point where I try to get to every single comment. It's just impossible, not with the way that I talk. If I was just briefly answering questions, I wouldn't be able to. I might be able to, but not in these mini rants that I go on. Kid Buu wouldn't listen. No, he wouldn't. He would just go all over the place, which would be cool though. Like, that would be so. Do you think that Kid Buu in the Tournament of Power, like, they're all sitting there ready to fight? Can you imagine, like, Kid Buu just like freaking shackled by Beerus or Whis or something, and they just like let him loose, and he just goes out. He's just like just all over the place. He wouldn't be here though, because obviously his soul was reincarnated in Oob, and obviously, but could I just imagine him like shackled by some Hakai energy or something, can't get out, and then they let him loose, and he just like goes crazy, and he fights, and it's like, just stay away from that guy and fight everyone else. Oh, it would be so cool. That's the way I would see it. I mean, obviously it could happen some other way, but he just ransacks the entire tournament, and then eventually gets taken out by Jiren because of that. That'd be cool. What do you think the trigger will be for Goku to go back to Ultra Instinct? I always think like his trigger is just him getting exhausted. It's just me. Like I think like it's his body's defense mechanism. It's just the way I interpret it. I don't know. I was glad to see Toppo get some characterization. His character became 10 times more interesting, in my opinion. Yeah, but Toppo was already interesting, in my opinion. And yeah, he is much more interesting than he was, but he was always interesting, at least in my opinion. You know what? I didn't share this. Oh, shit. No. Don't mean to curse, but uh just got out of class. What's up, real? What's up? Let's see. Amando-san, agree you should do more streams. Yeah, I will. I do want to do more streams. I really do. The only thing, like I said, I just want to be able to get to everyone's comment. That's what I really want to be able to do. I really appreciate everyone who's out here, who comes out. I want everyone to, feel free to ask a question. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. But sometimes I do get far behind, especially when I have someone in here. Was Toppo able to sense 17 when he said, "Come out, I know where you're hiding. You're hiding there"? I just think he was implying that he was able to. He knows, like where else is he? Like he knows. I think he knows when he eliminates someone or not. Based on what I was saying earlier, is like I think he knows he didn't eliminate Frieza because he doesn't seem like in a position right now where he'd be willing to take that position where he wouldn't try something. But Frieza's in a delicate position right now because you can't fly, remember? And he's like, he has to climb his way out of there. I mean, he can probably jump, but if Toppo had gone after him, that might have left him open for 17 to knock him off some way. Maybe destroy the ring or something and ensure that he's going to not go anywhere. So maybe that's why he let Frieza be where he is. And he's just going to let 17... he's going to take 17 out first and then go after Frieza again if he shows his face, or maybe just go help Jiren and Vegeta. The cool thing is, like, do you guys think that Jiren is actually going to let Toppo, I guess, interfere? Like, is Toppo going to take down 17 so badly that Vegeta is going to be like, Kakarot, hold off Jiren, I'm going to go take care of that guy. I'm going to go take care of that second fiddle. And then he flies over there and Goku's like, oh my gosh, like, really? That guy's ripped. And Vegeta goes and takes care of it. Or is he going to take out 17 and then go try to help Jiren? And Jiren's like, no. And so Vegeta's like, I'll take you on. And then they fight that way. I'm not sure. Let's see. Frieza hitting Toppo with planet burst attack. I like that too, although it was a little weird. Because like, I'll destroy a planet, but it's like, yeah, they've been able to destroy planets like since Raditz. So let's get over ourselves a little bit. They brought Frieza back for a reason. His time coming. Something big. I agree. I mean, obviously they didn't bring back Frieza for no reason, so this would be a really good time in my opinion. Jiren eliminates Toppo because he went against justice. Jiren, wait, no, I don't. That that would be kind of cool. You know what, Vincent? Like that's actually really, really interesting. I like that a lot. Like he goes after Toppo because he's like, oh, you made your decision. Now we're enemies because he. But I don't know. I don't think so. It'd be cool though. Like that would be a nice little twist. Something no one sees coming. LOL. Justice for life. Plot twist. Yamcha is Yamoshi's son, and the movie had Yamcha as the main character. That would add so much more depth to that whole Gohan is illegitimately Yamcha's kid. That would I think the internet would explode with those fan theories if that were the truth. But I it's a stretch. It's a bold prediction. Universe 7 wins because of an unconscious Frieza. Like I said, I don't think that's gonna happen because I feel like I could imagine that happening if the show wasn't ending. That's what I said. To be honest, Toppo was already one of my favorite characters before he got the power boost. But now he's my favorite character introduced in Super. Dude, he's up there. I have to admit, like, Toppo has just done nothing but grow on me this entire show since he's been introduced. He's great. And now he's made like this irredeemable choice. He's kind of like crossed over. I don't think he's going back from this, and it's just like there's a lot there. And it sucks that Jiren is just the main guy now. unless they really do a huge role reversal, which I would be so down for. Like, it was Toppo the whole time that we should have been worried about, but he wasn't up to Jiren's par because he wasn't taking on this, like, God of Destruction role. That would be awesome. I don't see it happening, but that would be awesome. Could y'all imagine if Jiren did Toppo filthy and tossed him off the stage? That would be pretty good, though. That would be another thing. Like, let's shake it up a little bit. Give us something we're not expecting, and no one's expecting either of those two things. Can you imagine Vegeta and Frieza having the team up to fight Jiren? I could. That's the thing I would actually really like to see most. I would like to see Goku go Ultra Instinct and fight off Jiren, weaken him to some degree, and then Vegeta and Frieza have to buy time for everybody. That'd be great. Like, buy time in order for the clock to tick down. They have 2v1. They win by default. That's it. Can't beat Jiren, but at least you won technically, and it's enough to actually get a wish and bring back universes and end happily and not have to deal with everything else. That's a solid end to me. And it's also not like Goku having to step out and just win the day, like always. It's just, I'd accept it. I wouldn't like it. Real question, do you find Jiren boring? For some reason, I find Jiren boring. I find Jiren just so boring. I've been saying this for months. If you want, like, I don't know what the video is called. You could just go down my videos and go down. You could find it. It was months ago, though. Like, D-Free and I did a video. Maybe just reel-to-reel Jiren or something. I don't know. But he is not interesting. He is least favorite character, antagonist, or something introduced in Super. I wish, like, I did that prediction. I really hope that they turn it on us and it's actually Toppo is the main guy we should have been looking out for this whole time, and Jiren actually gets eliminated soon, and they're like, oh man, but we have to take out the God of Destruction. So it ends with the God of Destruction, starts with the God of Destruction, ends with the God of Destruction. I say that's pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Episode title for 127 has me confused on what's going to happen with Frieza in 17. I'm not going to talk about spoilers on here, so I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into that. I know I don't want to bother anybody who doesn't want spoilers. So yeah, how much stronger is Whis compared to Beerus? Astronomical. Like, to use his own scaling from the Fakatsu no F movie. I don't remember if they put this in the show, but he's like, if Beerus is a 10, I'm a 15. Whis would wreck Jiren. I mean, Jiren would just be like crying little baby compared to Whis, and that's one of the things that they're never going to give us, is an angel actually getting down and dirty and fighting in this series, which I know a lot of people are disappointed about, myself included. In fact, I might actually just I might start writing a script, maybe tonight, probably sometime this week, and put up a video, scripted video, where I go down the entire list. And I'll eat my words if the last couple episodes give this to us, but an entire list of the things I'm disappointed that Dragon Ball Super is not going to give us, because I can imagine that being an incredibly long list. Like, the things they've said, the things that they've, like, implied, and all this other stuff, and why they should have given it to us and they never did. That would be a fun video to do, actually. Hey bro, hey Joe, just got off work. I'm glad Android 17 is still in the tournament. How powerful is he really? 17 is a monster. I know, like, that's like that's an easy word to go to, but 17 is crazy. Like, I never expected this from him, and I think it's really, you could make a legitimate argument that 17 is the MVP of the tournament. And in fact, it would be kind of cool if he is, if you think about it. I know he doesn't have as much eliminations, but it would be cool, because I don't think the person left on the stage gets the wish. I think whoever they consider the MVP is. And you have the guy who's like, I don't really care, like, getting eliminated, getting not eliminated, as long as everyone goes, it's fine. Having to get the wish and actually wish for everyone to come back. So you get to see he's still a good guy at heart. He's not like this terrible guy who doesn't care about people living or dying. I'd be okay with that. And like I said, definitely easy to talk about him being in the upper echelon of MVP candidates, and it's possible. Yeah, he's boring. Strong silent type. Yeah, but, like, Jiren is boring Oh wait, honestly, I really like Jiren too. I really like Jiren too, but that's just me. That's fine to like Jiren. I still think we can get some really cool stuff with him. Like, I would really like for him to power up and have some kind of transformation, have some kind of character moment with Goku where he's just not, warrior sleep. Because that's cool, but it doesn't make for a compelling antagonist or someone to actually stand up to. I mean, think about Beerus. Beerus still had a lot of personality, even though you couldn't beat him when he was first introduced. Frieza, too. I mean, almost everyone. And we didn't have to wait, like, the entire arc to get, like, some semblance of attitude from these people or character development from these people. Jiren, it's not so much. Let's see. Yeah, he's boring, strong, silent type. Thanks, V Starks. I coined the phrase diet hit. but that makes me think of Jiren. He is a diet hit. Oh, you're right. He is such a diet hit. Joey Brown, he has no backstory. Wish they showed where he's from and what he's fighting for. Agreed. That's the big problem. I wish we did know. At least had some semblance. It can be mysterious, but that doesn't mean it has to be completely ambiguous. Like we don't know where Frieza came from, but we have a lot of backstory from Frieza. We know where Cell came from, sure. He has a personality. We know where Boo came from, but we don't know exactly how it all worked out, especially the retcon from Toriyama, why he actually is around here. He's like been around since time immemorial, just kind of showed up and was captured and blah blah blah, but like at least all those years are mysteries. He's still interesting. He has no personality, completely destructive force, and still more interesting than Jiren. It's just it's like I said, I can get off this Jiren train right now, but I'm just saying, Jiren, I would love for him to be like, I'd love for him to have like one moment with Goku where in the last minute of the tournament or something, he just explains everything away. I would even take dialogue. He's like, look, I'm here, I'm fighting for this, and I want to get stronger. I'm just like you, but I've become so cynical to the world because I've just been strong and strong. Like, I've never had anyone to fight me. And it's basically like what would have happened to Goku had, like, he never heeded, he'd kind of heeded or never heeded Roshi's words, and Roshi didn't beat him in the 21st tournament. Goku's the type of personality who's going to go out and find stronger opponents everywhere, to the point where he's going to literally another universe and fighting other people, right? Or another timeline or something like that. Goku's always going to look for that opponent, but Jiren is an interesting opposite to Goku, and a cool way to actually end the series where it's like he's just a jaded Goku, because it's like, I am so strong that I'm run out of options, and I never have to fight anyone who's going to give me a challenge or make me excited to fight anymore until I met you, and you show me the world of possibilities. So it's like you kind of redeem Jiren in that sense that Goku always does, redeeming people. I would take that. I would actually look at that as like, you know what? Yeah, I got to hand it to him. I like Jiren now. I would love Jiren after that. As long as he admits it, as long as I don't have to walk away from the show and be like, well, I wish they would have said something like that, or this is just the way I interpret it. But then you have so many different people online and all the fandom in the community going, no, you're wrong because Jiren is this, that, or the other. And it's like, come on, guys, let's all agree to disagree on this, because we don't know, and we can just interpret anything that we want from him, and this is just the way I interpret it. So I'll stop talking about Jiren now, but that's just what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. No problem, man. That's a good one. It could be a backstory episode. Hey, Star Fox, hope all is well with you. I don't like how the manga skipped all the character progress up to the Tournament of Power. They just went to Universe 6 for Saiyans and Frieza, then ignored the rest. I think it's fine that they're going to skip through it. We all knew they were going to skip through it anyway. I just don't see how Toritaro is actually going to finish this dang thing. If it's going to have to cut out so much of the tournament that I don't know how much it's going to be fun looking at it, because they're going to get in there, everyone's going to be out, and then it's literally going to be like Universe 11 and 7, and they're just going to go after each other. I really think that that's going to be like 6 months worth of material at this point. They can't drag it out the same way. Agreed about no backstory, but I still love how he's just so alpha and just a beast. He is such an alpha and just such a beast. Have you enjoyed my questions? I have enjoyed your answers. I am enjoying these questions, guys. I really appreciate all the interaction. I'm just sad because I can't get through it's hard to get to every single person. But I appreciate everyone who's been here and, just kind of chilling with me right now. Let's see. Where was I? I just got off work, man. I'm glad I'm here. How strong is 17? He's really had a lot of shine. He saves the most teammates. Yeah, I think he is really strong. Like I said, he's a candidate for MVP in my book. I don't know about anyone else, but also candidate for like most valuable character, really, because it's like I wasn't expecting him to come back in this way, especially in this way. I just imagined they were going to bring him back for some fan service, but he's been really important. And I think that that's pretty cool, especially in this last episode. I just want him to stay in now. I was actually rooting for him to get off sometime, in the last couple of weeks. Because, just we need to shore up time and energy for showing off Gohan and showing off other people. But, now with Gohan gone, it's like I would rather just 17 stay in for as long as possible. It looks like he's going to get off soon, though, just in my opinion. Yeah, his power is scary. What frightens me is that we still haven't seen his power fully yet. Goku and the gang really have their hands full this time. Agreed. Jiren is crazy. And it's just plot, though. Like, it just makes no sense how they're going to win. And I at this point, I just don't think they will, or I even want them to, just in my personal opinion. Do you think Vegeta can still come in the Tournament of Power? Oh, Vegeto, not Vegeta. I pray he does. No, I think that they've nerfed Fusion. It won't even be like if they powered up fully, they'd have like a second, maybe less, and that's just not gonna cut it. Oh man, I got so far behind. Oh my gosh. I was like, maybe I can end this soon because I felt like I was done. But I got so far behind. You guys know I'm far behind. Like I said, I always. Yes, I agree. Still love what he went against Jiren. Gross Frieza is a good guy. I think I was mad about that too, but I'm kind of happy with the way that they've been using Frieza. I don't think he's ever going to be fully redeemed, but I can imagine him being a lot more fun in the future. And that's what I'm fine. Be a lot more fun, carefree, being able to swallow whatever pride he had and have a tonal shift without having a complete face turn. I think that would be fine. Yeah, I love Hit. They should give him his own 12-episode spin-off series or something like that. I've argued that before. I love Hit too. He's not an interesting character who can carry his own show. If you're going to use Hit as a character for a series, he needs to be a person who, he needs to be like Mad Max. Like, just a guy who kind of puts himself in these situations where he can help, but he's like, I don't want to be here. But the only reason I'm here is because you're paying me. So, let's just end this. And okay. And all the emotional character drama and all this stuff, the growth and everything is happening to the people around him. And then, maybe some of that rubs off on him every single episode or something like that. And he just goes on to the next thing. You got 1,000 years to work with, but you can't give him a huge threat. It's like, you need to put him up against people or in situations like he has been almost every single time that we see him, is he can't kill anyone. He has to hire people as I know you're an assassin or anything and everything like that, but do me a favor and don't kill anyone. Don't go all out. And he's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, don't do that. It's not what I'm paying you for, so cool your jets. He's like, okay, this could be done in a second. And he's like, I know, but, okay. And then we have some drama. So yeah, to me, he's the Mad Max. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. And for anyone who actually liked Mad Max Fury Road or Road Warrior or Thunderdome or just the original Mad Max, you know what I'm talking about. Just a lone wolf who finds himself in other people's situations and has to help them get through. I think that's perfect for Hit. We still don't know what Goku was doing during the 5 years Bulma mentioned at the end of Z. Well, yeah, they're messing up somewhat of the timeline there because it's definitely not 5 years anymore. But I agree, we don't know. It's possible. If they do bring it back though, they better skip to the end of Z and go beyond. They can't keep in this 10-year time skip. I don't think a lot of people are gonna like that. I mean, theoretically, gosh, it just doesn't make sense. I think Frieza's gonna die because I don't see how he'd fit in anything after this arc. They could. The only people they could kill 17, they can kill Frieza, and it would work in their favor. That would be dramatic. It'd be unseen. You don't see those guys at the end of Z, so they're fodder at this point. Have a real emotional arc connection, get erased, can't be brought back. I mean, it's possible. I would like it. Seth Davis, he was training, of course. Toppo is going to push Vegeta to his limits, and he's going to break his shell again and knock him off. Possibly. I think that they need to bring in a lot more of a... They need to give another transformation or something else for Vegeta. Let's see him remember that he has a family. I would love that. Like, I just want to see Vegeta know he has a family and he wants his family to be okay. What's up, Beast Hour? 17 is a ranger, so it made sense to me. Oh, are you talking about the letting people, like, animals hit him? Real question. Out of every fighter in the Tournament of Power, who do you think is the MVP? I personally think it's going to be Goku, because Goku's done some massive damage in this entire tournament, and it's just the easiest prediction. But if I had to pick, if I wanted a wild card, it would be either Frieza, Vegeta, or 17. If I really had to pick, you really made me pick, it would be 17. Because I would love for 17 to get the wish and be like, hey, just bring back everyone who was erased. And they're like, Nani? Because you don't expect him to, because like 17 was someone who came in here and is like, I want a boat. Like he just want, like, didn't he like want a boat? That's why that's one of the reasons he wants to go. And he's also like the guy that they made a point to be like, yeah, but everyone is just dumb, and I don't mind if they get erased, this is the way it works, and yada yada yada, I don't care. And so all that, you got some character development for him, you get some nice shine for him, make him the MVP, and then he's the one wishing all these places to come back, and it was like completely unexpected. I could get behind that. What I like about 17 is he acts all what I like about 17 is he acts all never stressed out. He is always calm. Yeah, I really like that too, actually. What's up, Lump King? I really couldn't envision Oob touching Jiren, or Ultra Instinct for that matter. But you are right, his potential is off the charts. That's my point, though. Like, when it comes to Oob's potential, like, everyone takes like the kid Oob or the Oob from GT. I'm talking about the Oob that Dragon Ball Super is set up. Once he's trained by Goku, is like, oh man, that kid's gonna be crazy. It's not even gonna be funny. Real, you should just show your face. Like, are you camera shy? Are you serious, bro? Like, I've been doing so many cameras. I've been doing so many face cams, like, and I've seen you comment on them. Okay, whatever. Bro, can you see Vegeta coming back in the final minute? No, I don't see him coming back. Is he strong? He is as strong as suppressed Jiren. Vegeta needs a body. He's the last, like, Vegeta needs a body. His last body was Android 19. I want to see him take Toppo out. I think he is going to take Toppo out, but I agree. He does need to body someone. Sorry guys, I got to dip. Work in the AM. Thanks, real love. Dragon Ball Talks. This stream is going to get me through the day though. Thanks, man. Thanks. Let's see. I literally only thing I'm going to appreciate from Dragon Ball Super's ending is people still talking about Vegeta. Stop. Yeah, he is kind of he's just nerfed at this point. It sucks, but it's just true. You're behind on comments, but you're cool. You mentioned that Vegeta could beat Toppo. If he does, how would Frieza feel knowing Vegeta beat the guy who basically decimated him? Pissed, embarrassed. I think Frieza's beyond. Maybe it hurts him a little bit, but I think Frieza's beyond that. I think he's just kind of working for himself right now. Like, he knows he needs that wish, and that's what he's, at least in his mind, I think that's what he's working for right now. So he's going to find it like a win-win situation because Goku's still there to fight Jiren. Maybe 17's still in there, but he could help Goku fight Jiren even though he doesn't want to, and then they can kind of win together. So I could see that definitely being the case. Hey, what's up? Hey, do you guys think, what do you guys think of this? Beerus is greater than Jiren, is greater than Vegeta, is kind of on the same as Sakai Toppo, is greater than Goku, Super Saiyan Kaioken times 20 is greater than 17, is greater than Frieza. 17 is not greater than Frieza. I'm sorry. It's possible, but I can't get my head around it. I don't want that to be the case. Jiren is absolute trash. It should only have been Toppo, but with Jiren's body. I just think it should have been Toppo with Toppo's body. I mean, he obviously has a transformation which everyone likes. I agree though. I think that with Toppo's recent character development in this series, it's hard to believe that he's a actual threat, or that Jiren is actually like a main character. Goku Black is best villain. Yeah, he's a good villain. And Super, maybe. I still like Beerus. I'm still like a Beerus fan. I also like Hit, but Hit wasn't really a villain. Listening this for a while, editing. Thanks for the great videos. No worries, man. No worries. Brian, is that how you say it? I know I'm super behind on the comments, so I'm not gonna even suggest that he's still listening, but go make sure to check him out. Really awesome content. New kid on the block. Been around for a week. Impressive videos. Do you think? No, okay. Q-Fire, I answered your question about Vegito. I'm not gonna get mad about it, but I have answered it. Lump King, do you have to watch Shane Lewis fanboy material? Vegeta ain't that strong. Calm down. He's fighting Jiren. How is he not strong? Okay, I'm not gonna read the hate. I'm not gonna read the arguments. Goku Black bodied Chi-Chi and Goten and the God of Destruction in Future Trunks timeline. He has no remorse for life. That is still my favorite scene in the entire series. Is Goku Black taking out Chi-Chi and Goten. Awesome. Beerus and Whis are so much funnier in the dub. I hope they keep that up in the Tournament of Power. They probably will. It's gonna be cool. I kind of like. I'm skipping like everyone who's mad at each other right now. I don't like that stuff. I kind of don't like the dub. They're too self-aware. They really are self-aware sometimes in the dub, and I agree. That kind of takes you out of the moment. If you want more dub discussions and dub voice actors and stuff, all those type of stuff, go check out The Frozen Particle if you don't already. He's found his niche, and I think he's really liking it. So that's great on him. He's one of my longer collaborating friends in this medium. So it's definitely something I like. He definitely does stuff that I like. I won't let you destroy my world. Oh my god, am I really that far behind? Oh my gosh. Openings with Song Hero. Pop Goes the Weasels, great line. Listen to Goku versus Jiren is English dubs. Oh my gosh. I'm going to start like trying to get caught up. So I might be a little bit more picky because I've been going like one-on-one, guys. So I like the love SSJ2 has gotten in this arc, with Khalifa and Kaba having it as their ceilings for now, at least. I agree. That's the easiest transformation though, because there's not a huge difference in the way that they're drawn. They just have the electricity. So I can imagine that's being one of the things, like that's one of the problems I have with it. Is I wish that they had gotten something a little bit more unique, but if they got something unique, I can imagine the backlash, because there was already so much backlash between the Berserker form, Ultra Instinct, Vegeta's new form, and everything else. It's crazy how many transformations and breaking of limits that we got in this tournament, but that's the whole point. So I can at least understand it. I think Vegeta and Toppo will last at least 2 episodes. Maybe if Vegeta and 17 work together to win. I can see that. Why do you think that Vegeta can hit Toppo? Goku Ki neutralize the Kai's pure strength. God Ki. Oh, God Ki, not Goku. I don't know. That transformation just makes no sense. Like that key way that works, like, it makes no sense. So it's not my favorite. Cool transformation though. Cool ability. He's an awesome, but it doesn't make sense. I think Jiren just gonna beat the snot out of Goku and then boom UI. Potentially, I could see that happening too. Thanks for answering my questions. I'm watching DBS English dub right now. When Goku and Vegeta gonna lose stamina from using their powerful forms. Maybe Goku surpasses power when not attacking. Does Vegeta even lose stamina? They need to touch on that. I can imagine them getting tired. I mean, they were sweating. Possible. It's like 6 minutes. Like, 30 seconds have gone by. I can't imagine that after all they've been through to be so exhausted they can't possibly go up against Jiren. But it's possible. I just don't see that being the case. The second fiddle joke was iconic, to be honest. It was. I really do think that was an awesome joke for that particular scene. I want to try to catch up here, guys. Probably going to end this around 1:30. We're around 1:18 now, so I'm going to try to do as much as I can in 12 minutes and end it. Dude, I'm sorry you have the flu. I have the flu. Sad face. You can't send 17 because he is an android, and why I ask, that's why I ask, why did Toppo know where he was? I just think he's like, come out wherever you are. I know you're still around because I know you weren't eliminated, because obviously you could see him in that little teeny stage, or the audience area. How do you think Vegeta in this form will match up to God of Destruction Toppo? I think he wins. I think he wins. Thank you. Let's see. It was crazy when I heard him say justice is meaningless. I think he made that's why I think he's cool. Like, he made a huge decision. Like, it's just like there's a lot going on for Toppo, and I feel like we need justice for Toppo. Hashtag justice for Toppo. He's a cool guy. If you could bet money on one character to withstand the ball of destruction, who would you bet on? Toppo's ball of destruction? Oh, I mean, Frieza withstood it. Frieza's a monster, because like he didn't let up on that. It's crazy. Like, it's like what Toppo wants to get eliminated. He knows the rules. He knows the rules. I don't know why he's doing this. It's just weird. he's gonna kill. Like, if he keeps throwing around the same Hakai blast, obviously he's gonna end up killing someone. I can imagine him killing. I can imagine him just erasing 17 and being eliminated himself. That's something I can imagine happening. It'd be crazy, but oddly cathartic, because it would add a lot of weight for that tournament. Take Toppo out, someone they couldn't beat, and then probably leave the fight ready for Goku and Frieza to fight Jiren. That would be cool. Like, he loses control of his power. Yeah, that would be cool. If you remember, we saying it, if Vegeta and Goku would work together, they could defeat anyone. Well, they're trying, but they don't seem to be making a whole lot of progress, and it doesn't look like they're going to be fighting together much longer, so we're just going to have to wait and see. What do you think of Toppo's markings? Do you think they have any meaning? I think that they've got destruction symbols for Universe 11. We talked about this earlier on. I don't know how long you've been in here. Are you into Naruto, Shippuden, any anime you would recommend? Yu Yu Hakusho I'd recommend. My Hero Academia is really good. Death Note's really good. Steins Gate is amazing. One of my favorite animes. It's fun for like the first season. I haven't started the second season yet, but excuse me. Assassination Classroom is really fun. It's really fun until you realize that there's like no stakes. So it's like the cool setup. They bring in all these people to actually make a difference, and they're like, oh man, you know, like this person actually has like their stuff together. They might actually win. And then within the same episode, they're like, you know what? I was wrong with you, Professor. I don't want to assassinate you. And then they just go on being friends, but yet they're still trying to take him out, because if they don't, he's going to blow up the world. It's like, it's weird. Like, it's a little too happy-go-lucky for me, but it's fun. It has some tense moments. It's pretty funny. And if it's something that sounds up your alley, then go look at it. I binge-watched the entire first season in a day. It was really fun. 17 beats Gohan. Easy. And I don't watch Naruto. I want to. I got like half the episodes on DVD, and I got like 50 episodes in. A good deal. Got them 50 episodes in, and it's not getting any good. It's not getting any better. And everyone I know is like, oh, Mark, like you just have to push through. Like you're right at the cusp of it getting so good. The animation's going to get better, all this other stuff. And I might. You know, once Super ends and I have those Saturdays off, I don't have to watch or anything, I might start watching again. Maybe. Hit is weak. Hit is weak Jiren with time skip though. Yes, little character with little bit of backstory. Hit is an assassin. Jiren is strongest in the universe with wish. 200 character limit might be choppy words. Yeah, like, but Hit actually has like a legitimate arc in this series, and that's what I think a lot of people don't realize when you think about Hit and whether or not he's actually a good character versus Jiren, because a lot of people, as I've seen said in this, I don't remember who, but I've seen said in this particular chat, like Jiren is diet Hit, and a lot of people would kind of, you know, step back on that and be like, you know, that's not true. Jiren is just the strong silent type, but that's exactly what Hit is, and there's really no difference about them. Well, if you believe that, then you really shouldn't like Jiren, because you should be thinking, okay, we have seen this before. They're just recycling the exact same tropes that we got in the last tournament. But that's not really the case, because Hit has had a legitimate arc in this series. I mean, remember, the very first time we met him, he was completely indifferent to everything going on around him. He didn't care about Goku and Vegeta fighting. He didn't care about the tournament. He only cared about himself. He even got up and went outside of that tournament arena to stop Frost, because he knew Frost was going to take the thing that was supposed to be given to him once they won the tournament. He was self-focused to the point where he was fighting Goku and Vegeta and being like, hey, is it okay if I kill him? Are you sure are you sure I can't? Like, I could end this right now, right here and now. This is a job to me. This isn't a passion fight. You paid me for my services. This is my job. And then the next time we see him, he's fighting Goku for fun. Even though he's been hired, he's fighting Goku for fun, right? And you're like, oh man, like maybe there's a little bit more to this guy than we thought. And then the next time we see him fighting for Universe 6, he literally says his job is protecting his universe. That is a legitimate character arc. Someone who is so self-focused to being literally the protector of the universe to the point where he's going to take everything out on a limb just to fight Jiren, have that one last shot at redemption, at one last shot at victory, and he actually gets taken out. But he was willing to sit there the entire time holding Jiren back or even taking him out, even if he took himself out of the fight, with despite the wish, despite anything else, in order to make sure Universe 6 had their victory. That is a legitimate character arc, and that's why I think we're really overlooking the awesomeness that is hit in this series. That was my little hit rant. I need to Dragon Ball Super. Oh wait, I need to Super Dragon Balls to wish King Piccolo back. I need why? He would be so much fodder right now. It'd be ridiculous. Better tactic and fighting, definitely 17. Pure strength, I don't know. I kind of think Gohan wins that. No, pure potential maybe, but not pure strength. Imagine a Super Saiyan with God of Destruction energy. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. No, there's no point in bringing King Piccolo back, LMAO. Yeah, there's no point. He'd be bodied. What does God Toppo mean for his character? He talks about survival. Does he mean he wouldn't wish back other universes? Good point. I just always assumed he would, but I think he has made that decision. I mean, maybe like he doesn't care anymore, and that's really cool. Like I think that's really cool. That's an arc for him. I mean, we're talking about the guy who was like great Saiyaman like level crazy with the poses and all the other stuff that he was doing. Now God of Destruction level being like talking about, all that matters is survival, and take away all the justice stuff that I was before because I made up my mind here. That's cool. Like every passing episode and every passing day after that episode 125, I just feel like Toppo is such an awesome character that doesn't get his due, and it's so weird that they decided to make Jiren the same, like the character, like the guy. It's I don't know why. I really don't know why. Jiren is like the rock he put up. No, I'm not gonna finish that. Saiyan sleek. It'd be valuable. It'd be Valley Super Saiyan. Kaioshin. I would wish to him to be immortal. Who? King Piccolo. That still wouldn't really matter. I mean, you're going up against gods. He wouldn't. I would like to see him because it might have some kind of character development for Piccolo, but no one else. It doesn't affect anyone else. Maybe Chaozu, maybe Roshi, maybe Krillin. But we've already seen Krillin have his PTSD moment in Super, so it's like I don't think anyone really feel much for him. Not to be a total downer, but I really don't think we will see another new episode of Dragon Ball for a long time, like another 18 years long. I disagree, because Dragon Ball Super is selling like when most of the community says this, and it's true. The only reason we weren't expecting Super to end right now is because it's literally at the top of its game. It has never ever been this popular, and I don't care what anyone says. It has never been in the age of the internet where Dragon Ball can be, at the same time. We all talk a lot. It's like, oh, it's so awesome to watch a Dragon Ball series play out in real time because we can, and we can buy the merchandise, and we can buy the Blu-rays, and we can buy like the video games as they're coming out. Dragon Ball just had its 3 most successful video games of all time come out. The latest one was like 2 days ago, like 3-4 days ago, right? So they had that. This show is broadcast around the world. It's not just here like in the States. It's like broadcast around the world. That's never happened before. At the pinnacle of its success, even Dragon Ball, when we got it here in the States, GT was already done in Japan. There was never like this, it was this longevity because as soon as the Japanese were kind of leaving it, the internet was picking up and people in the States and around the world were finding it and they were dubbing it. And like, that's what made it popular. Like, we as an international market from Japan made it more popular and kept it alive. I mean, obviously Japan always had a market for it, but you talk about all the money that was brought in from around the world for this one property, and now it's kind of gone away. They had a nice time where Japan kind of recovered from their exhaustion of it. It was on around so long, and they brought back the series. This is the pinnacle of its success. It might never, ever be this successful again, but it makes no sense that they're stopping it now. Just my opinion. Universe 6 is definitely coming back. I agree with that. I want to see Vegeta. Wait. Sorry, my mouse is like super crazy right now. I think it gets dirty, and it won't scroll. Stupid, like, cheap mouse is a cheap one. I would actually like a scenario where Majin Vegeta is reawakened, then they fade to hell and show Bobby smirking evil as the evil Vegeta rises again to see how pathetic he is compared to Jiren. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'd be surprised. It's a cool fan fiction moment. I think, yeah. All right. Because I'm sorry, guys. Because an hour and a half has gone by, start sending, like, if you've already seen a comment and you want me to answer it, I'm only gonna be around for another couple minutes. So send it again because I'm skipping to the very bottom. I'm gonna try to keep up. All right. This is what we're gonna do now. So if you ask something I didn't get to it, you want me to answer it, send it now. So, let's see. Do you remember when Jiren asked Goku, what has purpose in fighting? What has purpose in fighting? What is the exact question? I think it might be important. No, he said he fights to find that which lies beyond strength. And even though that's really cool to kind of interpret what that means, Herms came out and said that it essentially means in Japanese, he fights to get stronger the same way that Goku does. So like Goku's reaction isn't kind of bewildering, like Goku's dumb. Like Goku is reacting to someone who told him that he fights just to get stronger the same way Goku does. So it works. Man, I got an exam and should be studying, but this is better. I agree, man. I agree. I probably should always be studying, but this is better. I wish Pikkon made it on Super. I like his character for some reason. He had a super cool fire attack. Dude, I love Pikkon. I love me some Pikkon. He's awesome. Like, when they first introduced him, I'm sure, like, back then I was like, oh, no, it's another Piccolo, or it's like it's an Namekian, but no, it wasn't him. Do you think Fighter Z will be the next arc of Dragon Ball coming back? They did it with the movies, most likely not, though. No, not likely, but I did a video saying that I did like the story, and I felt like it could be the next arc if they decided to do it that way, because it's a cool concept. Since Frieza is unconscious, do you think he will be the last fighter standing and get his resurrection wish? No, I don't think so. If I will answer, but I already answered these questions if I answer it fast. Dude, how would you feel about a war arc or a time travel arc messing with changing the events of Dragon Ball? So like Kid Goku turning Super Saiyan early, or something helping the older Goku in a situation. I know a lot of people want a war arc. I don't really know what you could do with it. Dragon Ball Super, or Dragon Ball in general, is not really good with that stuff, but I agree. I think it'd be a cool concept, and I would definitely watch it because, I mean, I just know I don't see Dragon Ball doing anything that epic. I would like it, though. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a war arc. It could literally, if it could be like the way Bleach did war arcs, like invasion arc. I don't know, like but that would be cool, like an invasion, or the God, it's been so long since I've watched Bleach. By the way, if you haven't watched Bleach, watch Bleach. It's awesome. Do you think Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku are stronger than UI Goku from when he was fighting Jiren? As nonsensical as it really seems like they're giving him much more trouble. Yeah, I think the original UI wasn't very strong because it wasn't focused attacks. That's really what it was. Do you feel like the ending is a bit too rushed? Like new stuff just keeps happening. It is incredibly rushed. It's weird. Like, does Dragon Ball always have to end with a rushed ending? Like, not the original Dragon Ball obviously had a perfect ending, and I guess you could say the same thing about Z too. But even Z's was a little bit rushed. Do you think that the upcoming Dragon Ball movie will have a connection to Dragon Ball Super, or will it be its own continuity? I think it will. I think it's going to take place in the past, so we can interpret it having some kind of connection. Will it have a direct connection? I don't know. But if you go on my channel like a week ago, maybe a little bit more, you could find my prediction. It's a really bold prediction on how I think it should end, and I stand by that because I think it'd be pretty cool. Please answer my question. Sorry, like I skipped by. You're gonna have to just throw the question in. Maybe I already did. I don't know. LOL, I'm studying now. Same. Algebra 2 is tough, dude. I hate math. I hate math so much. Toppo versus Tien. Who wins? Mr. Universe. Tien, man, he's got that chrome dome with that third eye. Sexy. Knowledge is power. Mortal Kombat said so. Didn't G.I. Joe say so? I'm so confused. If you could bring back one character from Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball GT, who would it be and why? Thanks for answering all my questions. I love your channel. The followers matter over here. Oh, thanks, man. No, like the problem with answering these things, you see how far I got behind. As long as you're here and you're willing to ask questions, I'll get to it. But sometimes it gets ahead of me, and I can't catch up. That's why I had to skip. But I've said this before. I like Baby. I think Baby has an interesting character arc, and you could adapt him for the show. But if I had to like fan wish for someone, it'd be Janemba. Janemba is my favorite antagonist of all time. I've argued ever since I came onto YouTube that Janemba would have made a better final villain in Dragon Ball Z than Boo. I still think that. I even have an idea for a story. I'm hoping to put that together at some point. I've always had this idea, and I don't know all the beats, but I know all the major beats, especially at the beginning, on how you set it up. And it's perfect because, Goku at that point in the terms of the series, he's done. He's gone. And the way they brought him back, I think, is really contrived, even though it works with the greater sense of the story. Is like, oh, I'm going to use my day pass because I'm Goku and I want to fight. That's why. But the way they set that up, if you go back and watch it, it's clear. Like, Gohan's like, hey, I need the money. My family probably needs the money one way or the other. But Videla's blackmailing me. She's going to tell me that I'm the Great Saiyaman. And then, so I have to compete in this tournament. And that's when Vegeta comes in. He's like, you know what? I'll compete too. Because, heck, I've been pushing myself so hard. I want to see where I'm up against with the son of Goku, the kid who surpassed us all 7 years ago. I can't wait to do this. And then immediately after, just breaking that entire tension, like, of, oh, man, Gohan versus Vegeta in a legit fight to see who's going to win a martial arts tournament? Are you joking me? This is going to be epic. And then, legitimately, like, right after that, it's like Goku's like, I'll join too. It's like, really? Do we have to break this tension right now? This is what I see. This is my general pitch. So you have the whole Great Saiyaman stuff, the blackmail. Videl wants Gohan to do this. Vegeta's like, hey, I'm going to do this, and so is Trunks. And it's like, okay, well, Goten will too. And then everyone starts joining, but everyone besides Goku. And like, as this is going on, because this is the anime, I think what you do is you parallel this tournament going on with like a rematch between Goku and Pikkon, right? So it starts off the way that Fusion Reborn does, where Goku and Pikkon are at the finals of a tournament themselves, and they're fighting just as the World Martial Arts Tournament is start going on in the real world. And Janemba, it's something we know. Obviously, these souls getting mixed up and the ogre turning into Janemba, but the fat Janemba, so it's a lot like Boo. But it starts messing with the time. Like, it starts messing with reality itself. And that's what opens the bridge and allows Goku to literally not only go check out Hell, but he also gets to go check out the real world. So that's what brings him in. He still has his Halo. There's no time limit, no nothing. Maybe he doesn't even have Super Saiyan 3, but, you're going to have to work with that. So, Goku's there. He's there because of Janemba. They're able to fight Janemba. And I just imagine, like, eventually they end up winning. Goku doesn't get his body back, and he just disappears like Vegeta did, because, like, this was Goku's last hurrah. And it was a completely ridiculous turn of events that allowed this to happen. But he got to see Goten, he got to see Gohan, he got to see Chi-Chi, he got to be here with all of these situations going on. And then you get to keep his day pass, and you get a little bit of Goku growing up. Like, he's been here, he's been training with these people these last like 10, 20 years or whatever, and he uses his day pass to go to a tournament to see Pan fight in her first world tournament match in the same way that he fought with Master Roshi and Krillin back in the days of Dragon Ball. That's how I would end it. Like, he uses it, like, not to fight, he just goes to see his granddaughter fight, and that's what he uses it for. Oh, I love it. I get so caught up in that story in my head sometimes. Oh gosh, did I told everyone I'd try to get okay. Adam, it's because Goku is not used to UI. He can't fight properly. I agree. How would you feel if the next Dragon Ball anime series is based on the games like Fighters or online Xenoverse Heroes? Not Heroes, but online would be awesome. Online would be awesome. Xenoverse would be awesome. Fighters would be awesome. I could get behind that. Tri-Beam. It's funny how both GT and Super find their footings in the franchise in their final arcs. I would say that GT already had its footing. The whole baby thing was good to me. Doing algebra, I'm doing Cal. I'll do to you, bro. Grandpa Gohan, I'm watching over Goku. Thanks. Baby is cool. If Pikkon was in Dragon Ball Z, how strong do you think? Dragon Ball Super, how strong do you think it could be? I think they should have just put him in here for S's and G's. I don't think it would have hurt anything to have Pikkon be in this show. I think he would be pretty strong, but not stronger than Goku, obviously. Movies about Saiyans in Universe 6 will be made into episodes of the next series. Probably. Omega and Baby should have fused. No. I get a manga artist to draw out your draw your stories out. Put that story together and I'll read it. Baby possesses Goten, was the original Goten, but was the original Goten black. It really kind of was. There is 2 continuations to GT. Goku would have whooped Gohan a very sad showing. Vegeta would have whooped Gohan a very sad showing. Saiyan Seek Media, huh? Saiyan Sleek Media, huh? It's almost like Beerus is the top 3 God of Destruction, if not number 1. Do you think full power Beerus could take Destruction Toppo and Kaioken times 20 Goku at once? No. But I think he would win. How would you feel if the next Dragon Ball series is based on the games like Fighters and Fusions and Xenoverse? I think that would be cool. I already touched that. Touched my butt. That story is amazing. Thank you. Vegeta would be very sad if Goku left. He had no rival, and he'd have less fighting motivation, and we would lose his one true friend, one closest being. One being his true brother. 17 is MVP and wishes for a boat. I think he possibly could, but I would really like it if he brought everyone back. Anyway, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's all I see right now. I'm really, really, really happy that everyone came out. I didn't anticipate going this long, but I've had so much fun. Guys, I hope everyone is having a fantastic night. I hope I lifted up your spirits a little bit because y'all definitely lifted up mine. I'm going to end this right now. I hope everyone would like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. Share this video out to all your friends or the content in general. And like I said at the very beginning of this stream, I have so much fun content coming out, guys. That Janemba video, I want to do that Janemba video. I have something I'm working on with Danny. Hopefully hopefully if he wants, I have probably a 2-parter pitch that I pitched to him that could go up in his channel sometime anytime soon here. So yeah, I hope everyone has had a fantastic night. I hope everyone is doing their homework or just relaxing for the night or whatever it is you're doing. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. It's been super duper real, guys.